Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to my channel, 𝂀LISSA'S Lighthouse. My name is Light. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Please use your own intuition with these messages. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Everything is not for everybody. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, 𝂀LISSA'sLighthouse.com, or contact me on my Instagram page, 𝂀LISSA'sLighthouse79. As always, I'd like to thank my angels, my archangels, my guides, my ancestors, the divine, for allowing me to be a clear channel. This is a passed on loved ones reading for the month of October. We're timeless. These readings are timeless. I say October because I'm, channeling these messages now, but whenever you come across these messages, it's when it's for you. All right, I'm hearing ginger tea, hot ginger tea. Swiss Miss hot chocolate, banana bread, banana boat, banana pudding. Messages, guys, from past on loved ones. All signs. It said start your engines. What's going on? We are assisting you from the higher realms. You are never alone. Look at the lighthouse. I'm trying to tell you, man. 125th is significant. I was laughing at something because I just seen it again. One of my readings, it said, didn't Harlem get crossed off the map from that versus battle, which was messed up, I thought. But the lighthouse. I'm hearing Massachusetts, Boston. They said the Bay Area. And then they said Ann Arbor, Rhode Island. And then they're showing me, of course, nautical equipment, sailboats and tugboats. They said oceanography is significant. You are never alone. We are here assisting you from the higher realms, and you, as you are assisting us. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. They said Greek mythology is significant. Pegasus, the winged horse, or the winged horse is what I'm hearing. 227 is also significant. I'm surrounded by loving animals. They said Pet Cemetery. The movie and a literal pet cemetery. Spirit animals. They said canine, and then they said, oh, I love those movies. They said Fluke, the movie Fluke, it's a early 90s, late 80s, early 90s movie. They said Canine, and then they said the Buddies, the Space Buddies movies, Earbud and his Earbud and his children, the Buddies. They are adorable. I keep hearing vet tech, kennel tech. I said that in another video, but that's obviously significant. Okay, guys, what else do we got? I send you loving signs through nature. I send you loving signs through nature. They said dandelions, daffodils, and daisies. I forgot what those are. Are those dandelions? And obviously, butterflies are significant. They said Alicia Keys, you give me butterflies. I just read something the other day that said butterflies. I was reading a meme that said somebody misses their grandmother's wisdom because she was telling her grandmother about somebody she met and they give her butterflies. So the grandmother said, if somebody gives you butterflies, that's not the one that you want to be around, because butterflies are intuitive nudges that most of the time we disregard. 420 is significant. And then they said butterfly needles. They're showing me works in a hospital card. They're also telling me to verify. They said Verifone, check systems. They said clarify with one of these cards here. I know that I can I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. They said you have to continue. For some people, they said the heart must go on. So Titanic is significant. They said you have to continue our life's journey, our life's mission, our life's work. That's for like one or two people. You have to continue what we started. This is what we plan to do. I plan to be here. I didn't mean to leave you. But this is what the higher power arranged. And you have to continue our work. So that's significant for somebody. Any messages? They're showing me Martin. They said, bro man from the 5th floor. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Underneath that is I am not dead. They said 13 reasons why, and then they're showing me the suicide hotline, suicide prevention hotline. I am so sorry for whoever that resonates with, 555. And to that answer, I am not dead. I have only transformed. I said, I'm Dharma and Greg. I'm fulfilling my life's purpose. I am surrounded by loving animals. I'm surrounded by other family members. I am with you always and in all ways is what I'm hearing. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Tears cleanse the soul is the card underneath. Excuse me. I feel like that burp somebody is just eating. The area code 631 is significant. They said Ronkonkoma, I slip. Then they said Jamaica Avenue, Queens, LIC, LI and LIC. They said Jefferson Airplane. And then they're singing, don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? They said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is significant water signs. And then they said the Bay Area again. And then they said Bay, excuse me, hashtag Bay, BAE. We are so connected. I feel like somebody lost their other half. They're singing Mariah Carey. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give. I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. But like your ancestor says, you have to move on because it's okay to grieve, of course. It's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve, but you can't be grieving forever. You have to, they said one monkey don't stop no show. And then they said Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. And then they said the solstice. They said the trollstice. They're showing me the Trolls World Tour. Also said to clarify. They said Clarice. Change. They said there's a change in the wind. They said candle in the wind. You're burning candles, white candles. Somebody released the white doves. They're showing me Aaliyah. And her casket was, wasn't it a see-through casket? Don't get me to lie. But they're showing me wind. You know those little toys that go around, spin around and around. I forgot, was it like a wind chime? One that you hold on a stick and you blow like a daffodil or a dandelion. They said sacred geometry is significant. They said mandala is significant. Fans, origami, that's the word. Origami. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. They said faith without works is dead. Do you have the faith that you say you have? Know that your angels and your ancestors have your loved one in a better place. They said higher learning. They said I'm not dead. I'm just transformed. They said, I can transform you. I can transform you. Anything you want, I can get it for you. Transformers, they said, more than meets the eye. In the Transformers voice. Transformers, more than meets the eye. They said Transformers, robots in disguise. They said Thundercats, Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel. I never did see Dark Phoenix, and my sister mentioned Black Widow is significant. In more than one way, unfortunately. I always give you a good night kiss. They said good night, moon. I have a new understanding. I have a new understanding. I understand that this is my path here. I understand that I did what I had to do. The 3D mind doesn't understand that because it's not conscious sometimes, most of the time. My understanding is that now I'm assisting you and you are assisting me. You always have assisted me. It's my turn to assist you now. I just heard somebody break into tears. 11:11. Somebody started crying just as I said that. Or as one, just as I said that. And two, when you listen to the message, somebody's going to start crying. Any other messages? And there's nothing to, you have nothing to feel guilty about came out again. It's not your fault. You have nothing to feel guilty about again. Jamaicans have a saying, if you're dying by fire, you're not drowned. Meaning, if you're supposed to be if you're supposed to die in a fire, you're not going to drown. However you're supposed to go is how you're going to go. It is not your fault. And then they said ski patrol, paw patrol, somebody skiing, ice sports. And then they said ice hockey. The earth is our learning school. This is a learning plane. Many are called, but the chosen are few. They said heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like we said, we're assisting you here. And we're also learning. We have a new understanding, and we're bringing that new understanding to you. They said time. Time has seemed to have gotten away from you, but time does not exist on the higher realms. Time exists here on the earth plane, the learning school, for organizational purposes. They said trapper keeper. And then they said believe in your own magic. They show me my oracle cards. Yes, believe in your own magic. I feel that this is specifically for the person who maybe you guys were a team and one of you guys passed away and you have to continue the project. They said Project Power, Project X. Any other messages for passed on loved ones? I always give you a good night kiss. I am just a thought away. They're showing me to show you this visual. I always give you a good night kiss. Again, this always reminds me of like, love boats, the rides with the, water rides. It's dark, but it's, the cart is floating on water. They said the Poconos Mountains. And then they said Virginia is for lovers. My foot is falling asleep. Somebody's foot is numb and somebody's feeling numb because they lost somebody. They said Lincoln Park and Jay-Z, I've become so numb. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. That's right. This is how your soul chooses to awaken. Your soul path is chosen before you come onto the earth plane by you and the rest of your soul family, your angels, your archangels, your guides, your ancestors, the divine, your spirit animals, spirit babies, other higher vibrational beings in the multiverses. That's your spirit team. This is Spirit Junkie. You are the oracle in the matrix. It is beautiful where I am. And we're helping you to clear this energy. We're helping you to finish our life's work, your life's work, so it can be beautiful where you are as well. They said Yosemite. It said Yosemite Sam, Looney Tunes cartoons. It's commercial. It's commercial. They said is I meant to say is significant commercial. They said commercial property. Real estate. It is beautiful. They said Montana, Hannah, Montana, but they said the state of Montana and Buffalo. They said Wyoming, Montreal, Montana, Utah. What? What was it? Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota. They said moose, reindeer, buffalo. And they also said stigmata. I feel healthy and happy. I am learning over here. Again, Earth is a learning school. Although you may not know now. See, water is significant. Earth is a learning school. We're here to learn to balance the emotions. Any other messages, guys? Let me see what other messages they want to clarify with. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. That's right. And that includes, passing away from or, transitioning from this earth plane unto another if your soul chooses. They said that is the judgment. But a judgment is neither good or bad. It just is. This is what our soul chose. Any other messages from passed on loved ones? Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that help benefit me and others. They said, grieve. Take as long as you need to. Don't take longer than you have to. But there is no specific time for you to heal. You are working on your self-esteem, and maybe that other person was helping you to do that, or you were helping them. Either way, that has not stopped. Just because they're not in the physical anymore, that doesn't mean they're not assisting you. Surrender is the last card underneath that. Surrender to the divine was one of my readings. I think it was an earth sign reading. One of the either air, fire, earth, or water. Well, it's not air because I didn't post that yet, but whatever resonates with you, you do so. See, these are the last messages. They said, I'm standing right next to you. I seen somebody jump like they did in Ghost. Love that movie. Maybe that's significant. They said, unchain melody. And then they said, unchain my heart. I am standing right next to you. Before I became knowledgeable in this lifetime, I used to think when people passed away that they could see me. And it doesn't work that way at all. One of the cards is I am just a thought away. Yeah, because it came up again. It came up before and it came up again. They're showing me The Amazing Afterlife of Animals is the name of the book. The Amazing Afterlife of Animals, because some people lost an animal. That card came up earlier in this reading. That I'm surrounded by many animals. So if you lost a loved one, they're with your lost animals, and if you lost an animal, they're with your lost loved ones. That's part of your spirit team. You see what I'm saying? When the messages start repeating, that's the end of it. You have nothing to feel guilty about. It was my time to go. Wow, the card fell down, right? Something fell down and I didn't look at it. They said stairway to heaven, highway to heaven. Then they said quantum leap. They said somebody liked Michael, they said Michael Bonanza. Michael Landon Bonanza. Excuse me. Bonanza. Highway to Heaven. Little House on the Prairie and any of, you know, his shows. Look at this. It was my time to go. Now I was explaining, a card fell and I didn't look at it because I was explaining the last card. Look what card it is. It's not your fault. There's nothing to feel guilty about. I am not dead. This was my time to go. Like I said, your soul chose to awaken this way. They said footprints. And then they said Florida. They said the Florida Panhandle. And then they said Savannah, Georgia is also significant. Oh my goodness. Some people are sitting on the beach. They said salt water heals. You know what I mean? The sun heals. The beach. They said beach chair, Jay-Z. I know that's right. I know that's right. They said I found a little life is paradise in a little town by the beach. Okay? See, this repeats again. I have a new understanding. We are here on a journey. We're here on a mission. My mission on earth was complete, and now I'm on to, they said, on to the next one, on to the next, on to the next one, on to the next lesson, on to the next lifetime, on to the next reincarnation, if I so choose. They said starry beginnings. Cosmic cat. Starry beginnings is an oracle card of mine, or an oracle card deck. Excuse me. And then they said Cosmic Cat. Wisdom cards is another oracle card deck. So if either one of those resonate with you, then you can look them up on Amazon. I have become one of your guides. We have been together in dreams. This card, I have become one of your guides. They said before this person died, they showed me Miss Cleo. And I was actually going to read. I probably will watch that documentary because, you know, every time when you're led to do something, doesn't matter how many other, you know, doesn't matter when it is or how many other people are doing it before you. When you're led to do something, watch a movie, go to a certain place, hear a certain piece of information, that's your piece of the puzzle that fits in when it should for you, falls into place for you. They said Six Flags is significant. Then they said Busch Gardens, King's Dominion. I did say Virginia is for lovers earlier, or maybe it wasn't, but that's what they're saying. DC, DMV, DC, Maryland, Baltimore. The DMV area, DC, Maryland, Baltimore, Virginia. We have been together in dreams. That's isn't that movie? What movie was that? In Dreams. It was like a 90s movie with Annette Bening and Robert Downey Jr. But this card, this purple, they said the color purple, they said it reminds me of Black Panther when he drinks, I forgot what he drinks, but he goes to the ancestral plane. They said ayahuasca is significant. They said witch's brew, witch's coven. And then they said Wiccan. I send you loving signs through nature because I am nature. I am part of nature. I am that butterfly that you see. They said somebody keeps seeing a bird outside their window, bird chirping. Then they're showing me Funny Farm. If you ever watched that movie with Chevy Chase, it's the early 80s, or late 80s. An 80s movie, Funny Farm. Him and his wife moved from the inner city to the country, and it's a complete fucking disaster. They said Funny Farm, the money pit. But he goes into, there's a bird chirping outside his window, which at first he feels is endearing, and then it gets annoying, so he throws the coffee. Coffee. He said, then they show me coffee. They said Maxwell House, go to Folgers, Maxwell House, and they show me the Juan Valdez coffee. And then they said, is it Juan Valdez? Don't get me to lie. And then they said the Exxon Valdez story. Any other messages, guys, for passed on loved ones? Patience. They said life is a circle. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I am trusting the process. I'm going with the flow. I am trusting that I am trusting the process. I'm going with the flow. I am learning patience. I am learning to have faith again. Renewed faith is what I heard. I'm going to be patient with myself and my family members. Health is at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like some people did not. Health is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like some people didn't take care of themselves the best, the way they should have. And then they show me M, so I feel like it was a mom figure for some people. Happiness is underneath health. They said Hilton Head, South Carolina, and then they said North Kakalaki, South Kakalaki, North Carolina, South Carolina. Any other messages, guys? They're showing me my past life card reading deck. So you might, if past life, the term past life, resonates with you, or you want to know more about that, I feel like for some people, they're past loved ones now, but they were also significant in a past life, which is why they're showing me the past life, my past life oracle cards. Well, they actually told me to get one of the past life oracle cards. They're passed away in this life, but in another life you guys were connected. They said only pick one card from this deck. But you may want to look at the past life reading that I did. One card, guys. One card for passed on loved ones. How were you guys connected to the passed on loved one in the past life? Wow. Look at this. You were family. That's wild. You were family. Did you see that? Did you see that? You were family. Or at least in the neighborhood, a community. They said, what did they say? They showed me the community card in the Kipper deck, which is 39. And 3940 is significant. And it also sounds like an address in the Bronx, 3940. But they said communal living. You were either family or family members, or like family. Communal living, community living. And then communal could also mean I'm hearing like commode, like a nun. Commode is different than communal. Then I'm getting like mission work. Mission work. You guys travel together. But okay, that's going to be the end of this past loved ones reading. Thank you for listening. I hope it resonated with somebody. I hope this helps. Again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you may do so at my website, 𝂀LISSA'S.com, or contact me on my Instagram page, 𝂀LISSA'S Lighthouse 79. You guys be well. See you next video.